Mr. Zinke.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman, and thank you for holding the hearing. I think it's incredibly important to have the dialogue on both sides. And I do agree that it's our duty as Congress to periodically review programs to make sure that they are running efficiently and they have the intent of law. And certainly, I think we should look at some reform if protecting land rights is important. And I'll ask a question about eminent domain. Also, I agree with my esteemed colleague from Louisiana that the risk of the Gulf states seems to be where the impact is, and Montana has benefited greatly from this program. But yet, I think the dialogue on looking at a diversified portfolio, perhaps all of energy, because there are impacts on wind and solar, I think we can all agree. And diversifying the revenue stream, I think, is worthy of our discussion and debate. But I have to also recognize that this program has been enormously important to Montana. Now, true, Montana is a big state. My colleague from Massachusetts is no longer here, but I can tell you I got counties bigger than Massachusetts. But when I asked across when the proposal came up, I asked Montana, what are our views? And Montana, 17 associations are in strong support of the program. And, Mr. Chair, I'd like to enter for the record the 17 listed associations. And then, but I do want to read a couple of comments because I think they're important. One is from the Rocky Mountain Elk Foundation, and I'll quote, "If PAC were currently in law and the LWCF were funded at the 2015 level of $306 million, only about $1.6 million would remain available for access projects in the West. And many high-value public access and land water conservation projects would not be funded under the proposed bill." And that I agree with. And lastly, Stoltz Lumber. And we've seen enormous strain and impact on the small lumber mills. They're not Plum Creek in size, but they do offer a lot of jobs. And Plum Creek, especially the Forest Legacy Program that's been funded through this, has been utilized by Stoltz and is a very important part of maintaining a private land base and making sure they can maintain it. So the consensus of Montana is clear. We support the Land Conservation Fund.